Well, today we decided to go to the busiest Home Depot in all of the United States of America and try and buy some wood. Why are we buying wood, you might ask yourselves? Well, we're doing something very special. We're thinking about doing a survival rafting video, but with all the rain we've had, we can't go on the river. But that doesn't mean we can't make a raft. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a cheap raft, and thanks to Catfish and Carp for kind of giving us an inspiration on this idea. They built one like 4 years ago. So we're gonna try and duplicate it, but do our own twist to it as well, and make a raft, and then hopefully end the video testing it, or maybe even fishing off it. So that's the plan today. Matt and I are gonna go into Home Depot and pick out some stuff. The goal is to do this for under $100. So the first thing that's gonna probably cost the most amount of money is the bins. Where are the bins at? Where them bins at? The premise of this video is to use bins or barrels. There's a whole bunch of people using barrels. Catfish and Carp guys, they use bins. The reason why bins are cool is because they're cheaper. Like these bins right now are on sale for $8. They're big. All 4 of them we could probably use.
Yeah, but yeah, we gotta lay them out.
Is that the choice? Because like
I don't know.
Those bins are like $27. This is just our first choice. He's got some more. He's got some more over here. But the problem with barrels is what I was saying is barrels are like $50 a pop, or you gotta buy them used. And we looked on Craigslist and there were none used. So we're trying to get everything at Home Depot at one spot. Oh, what do we got? Those are $9. I mean, stuff's expensive. Like, this could be good. This could be a good project. I just don't know. You think it's gonna be stable enough for me and you to sit on this?
For four bins?
Or just me? Is this a solo raft?
We'll have to test it out. Framework and some screws.
We need screws. We need framework. Like, we're gonna frame this out. Imagine like a big bobber is essentially what we're building. And we're gonna try and put me and Matt both on this, because we want to use this in other videos as well. This is just like us building the raft, and then we want to do like, I don't know, we've got some crazy ideas with what we want to do with this raft.
What kind of weight capacity?
What kind of weight capacity? I don't know. We'll probably have to talk to the U.S. Coast Guard to get this thing approved and figure out what kind of engine we can put on there and that sort of thing. But yeah, good thing I got the Coast Guard's number in my phone. Give him a quick ring. This is real cute. You want to hold hands? No, that looks like crap. I'm about that good wood. A nice, firm, straight, firm wood.
Very innovative. What is this? Chisel?
I do. But yeah, you can probably just slice it with this.
Yeah, I should maybe use that. Huh?
Stuff is strong, huh? Oh, that could have been detrimental. Just
2x4s?
We found a piece of plywood. We don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it with that. We've got 4 bins. Now we need 2x4s to frame it, and we need wood screws, and that's it. What do you think, 2-inch? That's pretty big. So we got some 2-inch general purpose screws to connect the frame to the plywood. And then we've got some machine screws with some coarse nuts that are what are we connecting here? I'm drawing a blank. We're connecting the bins to the frame. So this is connect the bins. This is to connect the frame to the frame. We're good.
Got all the materials.
Got all the materials. Now all that's left is a little bit of hand labor, a little bit of elbow grease, and hopefully this turns out. I'm about 50% sure that we can do this. We've made it back to the house. So the total investment, the total amount of money we spent was $65, including tax. So this was a $65 raft build. Now we're just laying it out, and we're gonna build the framework around it. Probably need to shorten this plywood up a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't even test if this is gonna fit. All right, so we've got stuff laid out. We're now gonna show you guys how we're gonna build it. We're just gonna do a huge montage and build it. Then we're gonna go over exactly what we did. Then we're gonna go test this out and see if we can catch some fish off it. So this is us building a raft. All right, so the original plan to use the washers and the screws on the lids didn't actually work. We actually broke the plastic because I think it didn't have pre-drilled holes in the plastic, so we drilled holes and then the washers weren't big enough. We actually didn't buy any washers. We had some in my garage, so that didn't work. So we ended up actually taking the 2x4 and literally mounting these things into place. Pretty much, this one's the only one that's a little loose, but I mean, you can't move these things at all. And if that makes any sense, so we used literally every piece of wood we had, and that is our raft. As you can see here, like these screws are literally doing nothing because it broke, like the plastic broke around the bin. So we just left them in there. We didn't want to take them out because there are holes in there. But I mean, this is the raft. Wow!
The perfect fit.
The perfect size raft. Look at that. Next spot is going to be a pond. We're going to test it. There are some crappies and some bass in this pond and some bluegills. So we'll fish a little bit. But the main agenda today is to see if this thing even works. I'm betting 99%. What's your bet?
That it works?
Yeah.
2 guys?
Yeah.
98. Just kidding. 50. 50-50.
I'm gonna sit on. Oh, baby. It's floating.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to this side. Easy. You gotta balance. Here. Give me this. Okay. No.
This is like King of the Hill.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a beautiful $65 flotation device right here.
Oh God. All right, it's officially floating. We have tested it. Is it stable? Not really. Should we sit down, you think? With one person, it's definitely a lot more stable.
This is so bad. You're gonna go in.
You need to sit. Okay, yeah. Okay, sit down. We're good. All right. Oh, jeez. All right, you need to calm down. You need to relax.
For sure.
$65 raft. It is officially working. Now we've got to catch some fish, get some drone shots of it. Is it stable? Not really. But if you sit down, 2 guys, I think the reason is it's not that big. I mean, we did cut a sheet of plywood, so it's probably what, 6 foot by 3 foot or 4 foot? All right.
What is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Paddle out to the middle. We're gonna paddle out to the middle. I know. I wonder how stable it actually is. Like we have.
Dude, so much water went up my nose.
Oh, the problem is I wonder if there's water in the bins now.
I got my glasses?
You want your...
Oh no, what a mess.
I think here's the issue. It's not me. We've got unbalanced McGee over here.
Well, I outweigh you by at least 80 pounds.
Like this is...
I'll just let him go ahead and do that.
One person is fine.
It's pretty cold. The water temp's probably around 52, 53. I mean, Buddy's got a good balance compared to me. I do outweigh him about by 80 pounds. I think he's about 140, and I'm pushing 220, and I'm cold. soaked. If you guys don't have a John boat, I suggest going over to Home Depot. Spend $65, put a little thought into it, use a couple power tools, and build yourself a nice flotation device.
If I had a trolling motor mount on here, like, it would work.
Yeah, that's not a bad buy. How long did that take us? Probably took us an hour and a half of work. Spent 20 minutes at Home Depot, and you know, that's not bad at all. You could probably, yeah, you could definitely do some additions on there and make it like a legit boat. Just, what are those, 45? They're 45 gallon Stairlight containers. And
look at this.
yeah, obviously, I bet I could do that too. Should I try?
Well, it's definitely not stable enough for 2 people. This is a mini raft. I would definitely recommend doing this. So you can literally put a trolling motor mount on here, and this pond didn't catch any fish, but there are some fish in here. So I don't know why I couldn't catch anything. I even brought a little frostbite jig to try and catch some crappies. Couldn't catch them. But anyways, this was a super fun video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I want to do some fly fishing off this thing. I want to take this thing, like, there's so many different ideas I have in my head after building one of these. And I'm also thinking about making a big one so we can do like a rafting trip on it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video of AP Bassing. Let me know below, and I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Wes, for filming, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode of AP Bassing.
Oh, we're good.
See, that was a cop that just drove by? Didn't care.